This is the Benjamin Zulu Global. Welcome our viewers from all over the world to the home of the Heart Matters. We're converging to learn together because when you know better, you can do better. And a better life is what we all want. Better work life, better family life, better personal life.
So today is an interesting topic because I've always thought that talking is a woman's strong point. And some women have been really trying to guess what their husbands are thinking, or even feeling guilty, like, did I do something to make him go quiet? What's going on there? So how do you get your man to open up?
Yes, this is important because we hear these stories that women talk 3 times more than the men.
Yeah.
Per day, they have an awful lot. They have a quarter.
They have a quarter, yeah.
They need to get out. Remember, I told you not to pretend to be an introvert when you're at work. Do what you need to do. Don't bring your introversion to the battlefield. You need to win bread for your family.
I know.
Sometimes your career, when you come to the world, be what is needed for that role, okay?
But for you, it's very natural.
I know, but I'm just trying to tell you that who I am here may be just job, necessity.
Okay.
But at home, you cannot be introverted when you're in your space and you're supposed to be the lady. You know, ladies talk out of necessity. There are 5 things running parallel. True. And they need to coordinate them.
True.
Just imagine managing that nanny or the stuff you have in the kitchen or helping there. Then you have a baby here who has a parallel life here. Then you have the guy who has a parallel life. The family needs to be fed. The home needs to be cleaned. You also have a workout there. You also have chama. You're organizing. You also have the cheerleading. The number of things women are coordinating. Honestly, they even try. Yeah, men try to multitask a small thing. You know, when he's driving and you're trying to give him something to bite, he swabs the car.
So
you are not even scooping. I'm scooping for you. It's funny.
Yeah.
It's a funny dynamic to tell you that, yes, you may find that I am naturally extroverted, very extroverted. But let me tell you, when we are in our space, the person who needs a lot of talking there, apart from the stories you guys are talking.
Okay.
Apart from the normal kind of conversation. Because who's teaching the baby to talk? The baby has no vocabulary, but the mother needs to introduce vocabulary. Oh, mothers are speech therapists. They must say, cup, stand, do this. The child is there, they're saying things you don't know, and they're talking until you introduce the child to talking. So how can you tell women not to talk? They need to teach somebody to talk.
Yes. As you're talking, I think we should be putting mother in our CV.
You know, it's a thing.
It's really a thing, yeah.
So when we are at home, we are not telling women to keep quiet.
Okay.
We are not telling them to muzzle.
Uh-huh.
When a woman withdraws and she's not in talking mood, the whole home has tension, as if there's a political crisis. Yes. When she stops talking, things stop moving.
Yes.
So today we are not trying to ask you to zip up. What we are telling you is a very different thing. Talking is not the same, and you'll understand. Point number 1 I want you to do to get your man to open up is to become his confidant, not his complainant. Many women talk like they have just taken you to court, and they have a list of accusations, and they have really accumulated them. And they can hold you to a real thing that you did, but they hold it for too long. They make it a reference point for everything else. What a man needs for a friend is it's very easy to figure out. Not easy to do, but easy to figure out.
Yes.
So I want you to figure it out.
It's true. I know what he wants, but I don't know what happens when he walks in the door.
And generally, when men fall in love, they tell you. You just need to listen. They tell you what they hope for.
Yeah.
And his flavor is always on his mouth.
Yes.
Before men keep quiet, they talk. They stop talking when they realize that talking is not making any difference. And you can actually see, if you just look at the people he likes and the pattern it forms, you can tell men are not the same, but they have a lot of similarities contrasted to women.
Yeah.
That you can study a few things and understand him.
Yeah.
To become a man's confidant, remember the principle that the dearest things to men are his ideas and his plans.
Oh. You know where my mind went?
Yes, because the world is telling you other things.
Yeah.
The world is screaming his wallet and inside his trousers.
Yes.
The world is screaming other things.
That's exactly where my mind went.
You know? Remember, normal people usually discuss their affairs and who did what, who went where, who is trending, who has done what. That is the normal cheapness in our culture.
Yeah.
So poor people discuss people and affairs of other people.
Yes.
And
Yes.
rich people discuss things, which car, what is trending, which is what. Those are people who have money, they're just rich.
Yeah.
But now wealthy people, which should be your aim and which we'll be discussing in our conference,
Yes.
coming millionaire moves,
Yes.
they discuss ideas.
Yes.
Wealthy people discuss ideas, possibilities, imagination, what they see is possible.
Yeah.
That person who's minded on what can fix this.
That's so powerful.
That person who thinks like that is
Yeah.
oriented towards wealth. Even if they're in Roysambu, you'll find them in Runda. That mindset will take them there.
Woohoo.
It's only a matter of time. These people who are just money obsessed, when we are calling, sometimes they have the things, they look rich, but they are so much into lifestyle
Yeah.
and money. So they sing songs, it's all about money, it's all about money, it's all about money, they're obsessed about money. That person never builds wealth because they are a victim obsessed with money. They're not in charge of the money game. They're a victim of it. And they have such an image to prove, and they must show that they have money. They must have pomp. They must move in a way that moves, commands the atmosphere. They must get attention, must get validation. They must flaunt it, show it in the car. I have 3 million. Wealthy people never do that nonsense. When you become wealthy, you even start thinking about security.
Yeah.
Start thinking about other things.
Yes. You're rational.
Yes. You actually prefer low key. You only show up where you're needed.
Yeah.
And you don't unnecessarily expose, because you know about the taxman is also watching. As you show other people, there's another guy also.
Yeah.
You know, Vusi Tembekwaya said, some guys wrote an article about him saying he's stinking rich and made the taxman to audit him.
Yeah, I've always thought if I was that level of wealthy, I would not want to be in the Forbes.
Exactly.
Please remove my name. Remove my name from
That's the
it.
games Arabs play. The way these people are not in America. America is just too quick in exposing.
Yeah.
This Dubai, you know, this Arab world here. The Abu Dhabi guy, I believe, but they don't take it individually. They hide it behind family. So you can't really tell how much portion it belongs to this person. They hide it there.
Yes.
So they are, because capitalistic is individual, you can say the richest man. You have to look at the richest families to understand
Wealth, where the wealth is.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we are saying when you become his confidant, understand that he values, a real man values ideas, and when he is grasped with an idea, then the possibility, it's very exciting to him. You can actually see, boys are excited when they see a beautiful girl, men are excited when they get a good idea.
Woohoo!
So boys are discussing girls and who is hot.
Yeah.
Men are discussing ideas and what is hot, what is likely to trend, what is likely to change the dynamic, what to foresee.
Yeah.
Ideas for the world, for the business world, and also ideas for the family. Sometimes you find him walking around to imagine if he grew this tree, painted this one here, moved this one there, and he's brainstorming it with you and he's testing things, you know.
Yeah.
I would have a lot of problems when I'm buying lights and they want me to buy at once. I'm telling them I need to test it at night. Give me one. I put it on at night.
Yeah.
To see, like these solar lights, many of them are fake. They go out by midnight.
Oh.
So, these are complete. It has its own solar panel, a battery, complete for 3 hours.
Oh,
Then you're in
yes.
darkness.
Yes.
So let me test. Maybe just one.
Yeah.
Some of those ideas men develop and they explore, they try this, try the other one. Is very exciting for a man. When you become his confidant, learn to just let him become vulnerable with what he's thinking. You have won that man.
Wow.
If you can get him to be vulnerable with what he's thinking, in order to let him feel secure, to trust his ideas with you, you have to tame your mouth. What you throw up out there. Now that talking is part of your calling.
Yes. Expertise.
You are going to need to reserve some things out of your mouth, and what you tell. When you talk to your people, your mom, that side of the family, you know the kind of conversations there and how much privacy. You can protect your man until your people stop poking. They know you don't even open up. You don't even entertain it.
Yes.
You can draw boundaries and people know.
Yes.
When you talk about us,
Yeah.
you know, the other side is just general. Are you guys okay? Yes, we are okay. And then you talk about other things. So if a man tells you his ideas, what he's thinking, then he hears it with a person he did not tell. It is very scary. He fears because when ideas are embryonic, they are very vulnerable. They can be destroyed.
Yeah.
When he tells you an opportunity identified and then you reveal it, somebody else can jump ahead. For example, a prime place for business, or a prime plot for situating your home, or a good name for your future children.
Oh, wow.
Those things that you are exploring together, they are so dear to him. When they are exposed, he feels vulnerable as if he's naked. You can strip your man naked by yapping out what you guys are discussing with him. This is a point where necessarily you're going to be the best of friends, the two of you, because you have a lot of secrets and conspiracies
Yes.
you are doing together.
Yes.
Surprises that you hope to shock the world with.
Yes.
That how you did this, how you did the other. It feels so good when you keep getting people unawares, the two of you.
Yeah.
They learn when you've done something, you've done the other one, done the other one, moved this move, and you're happy they ask you how you did it,
Yes.
and you're happy to narrate.
Yes.
It is so annoying when you're with a person who cannot keep a secret, they're itching, and they keep revealing. It's so immature.
Yeah.
Good things are exciting, but you need to contain your excitement until the right time. The other side of being is confident is when he knows you can correct him without condemnation, which is a very delicate balance.
Yes. Delicate is the word.
Because you're already hurt by his actions and you need to
Yes.
vent.
Yes. I'm already boiling.
You know, you're going to. One person visited her grandma who had been married for many years, decades. And the grandpa left a wet towel on the couch, the wrong place.
This gender.
The annoying things men will
Yes.
do.
Wet towel on the couch. Okay.
So, and she's thinking how she would call him back to come and pick it. And grandma noticed it, didn't say anything. Next time she was going that way, picked it.
Yeah.
Why don't you train him manners? Let him pick his. Why are you doing this? This is not a child.
Yeah.
You know? And she says, over the years I've learned to pick my battles. Learn your man. Is it malicious or is it just his blind side? And said, if your man is perpetually absent-minded like mine, you fight 10 times a day.
Yeah.
This is not malicious, and I know he's not being neglectful. Even if you call him, he'll pick apologetically. So why were you whipping a man who is not even aware what he's doing?
Yeah.
So he doesn't have ego around it. It's not a thing that is personal. It's just an absent-mindedness of him. I know he was on phone. When he was on phone, I knew he would leave it there.
Let me give you an example.
Yes.
I think a number of women might experience. So when I was married, I used to really organize my ex-husband's wardrobe.
Yes.
So vests, t-shirts, what? There were 4 stacks.
Yes.
And every day, without fail, he would pull something from the bottom. Yeah. Every day, without fail. And I think, so for women, so anyway, I stopped arranging it. I was like,
yeah, too irritated.
let's end that fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you could lift gently and make sure it is still neat. Because the men should also be learning their wives. You should also be learning her and seeing how she prefers her space to look like, you know. And that element, men must put effort.
Okay. Let's say he just is not. Did I do the right thing?
Yes, you did the right thing, because if you keep fighting over it, you know, they also get the message that if they don't cooperate, they keep frustrating you. You can't keep trying.
Okay.
Especially if it's those small things that are not mandatory,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So that part of being one, confident means he can trust you with the most intimate ideas to him, including what he struggles with, including what he hopes for,
Yeah.
how the job world is looking like, business world, you guys discussing together.
Yeah.
And this part also includes knowing you can correct him so that he's not exposed to the ridicule of the world. When a man has no correction at home, he will be crushed
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah, that's true.
If there's nobody to tell him what, not all men take this, they must evolve to tame their ego. Many of them go on with their defensiveness
Thank you for saying that.
until the worst happens.
Yes.
And the woman can't keep bringing up an issue when you're not receptive.
Yeah.
It is a very vulnerable thing to correct a grown-up.
Yes.
Any grown-up. You are taking a risk.
Yes.
They need to welcome correction.
Yes.
And as I told you, don't become a content creator if you don't like correction.
Yes.
Because the first reviewer will always be near you.
Oh.
They'll review your work
Yeah.
and tell you what they see, what is not coming out well. While they know your intentions, we are also measuring vis-a-vis the reception of the world.
Yeah.
Because if we blunder here, there will be no mercy out there.
Yes.
There are people who are looking for something to twist out of context.
I know.
So you can't be too sensitive. You have to swallow your ego and take back X, this is wrong, this. And sometimes the people who are giving you the X's are your juniors. The people who have time to review are not on your level.
Yeah.
So with time, you get used to your daughter explaining things that she thinks are not good
Wow.
with this work.
Yes.
Your son, these small people coming up. But because you are trying to talk to their generation, you want to hear the feedback of that generation.
Yeah.
You better take it. Everybody who has achieved anything was open to feedback, both negative and positive, without losing their composure. It doesn't feel good, it's distasteful, but when you put yourself out there to be creative, you must welcome that feedback. Become his friend indeed by knowing he can trust you. You help him churn ideas. He's bouncing ball. And when men don't have anybody to think with, they end up telling the wrong people because it's itching and they need to shadow box with somebody.
Yeah.
And they need to do what athletes do with their mind. Every man has that athletic, the need to exercise. Every healthy man who is progressive, leader, a man who is moving forward, he needs that. Be that person he can trust with the stories. The second thing that to get a man to open up to you is to safeguard his vulnerabilities. Every man knows there's a side of him that is exposed, that is blind-sided to. And men tend to go disclosing themselves to a person who already knows them and their vulnerabilities because they don't want to open to a new person. When you know the battles they've been through, the moment you come into his life through love, through marriage, you want to occupy that place
Yes.
where we know where we have come from.
Yes.
That is what humbles men. A lot of, victory tends to exalt people. Achievements tend to puff you up.
Yes.
Big titles. Oh, sir, big person. Oh, great hero. Oh, greatest of all time.
Yes.
The world may come with worship,
Yes.
but there's that person he knows. This person both admires your strength, but they know the journey you've come.
Yeah.
And that's why many healthy men will have that humility towards the wife because she knows what could have damaged you and she covered it.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
When a man thinks of his best friend, even as men, he always imagines times they cheated death together. They avoided chaos together. They covered ground for you, stood in for you, came through for you. When you're vulnerable and you're fixed at a corner, they rescued you.
Yeah.
Healthy people will keep record of who came through when they didn't have to. They just took the time to help me,
Yeah.
to back me up.
Yeah.
When you become that person who is looking at how that loss of that thing affected him, and you can tell when it's weighing him down, and you can find something to lift his spirits, those things that you can observe, and he may not be complaining every time.
Yeah.
He may just be trying to do what he has to do.
Yeah.
But you know where we are right now. Those kind of women will know where to compensate financially when they know he doesn't have money.
Yeah. Yeah.
They will know what to navigate, and we know generally where we are.
Yeah.
And when he senses that you just lifted the weight of him, covered that side, kept, because his name is so precious, the name, the reputation, is what dictates how the world takes him, how much they trust him with the kind of jobs they give him, the opportunities that open before him. All those are pegged on what? Reputation. That's why it is so unfortunate when a man marries a terrorist.
Jihad. Taliban.
These women who blow your name up.
Yeah.
Just call up your best friend to talk trash.
Oh.
Call up your boss to complain.
Yeah.
They cross boundaries.
Yeah.
Those people just tarnish your name. They are terrorists. They're explosive. You know?
Yeah.
And men are trying to make it work. I love her. I'm trying to make it work. Make it work. This thing will make your life not work.
Yeah.
Some things, when you fix them, they'll destroy your life. You should let them fall apart so that you don't fall apart with them. And you know, we have been given a lot of stigma against withdrawing, pulling out. One guy exploded on social media complaining how he had done so many things for this girl. Oh, I had taken her home. We are planning a right show. Even wedding date, we have it. I've been so faithful. I forgave you the other time you cheated. Now you have cheated again. And then tagged her there and the photos there. And they exploded publicly.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, don't you see that she's showing you who she is? She's not even cheating. She's showing you how she lives. Why are you taking it personally? Dating, stop taking dating personally. Study people. They're showing you how they live. That's not cheating. That's her lifestyle.
It's who she is.
Yes. During dating, people show you how they live. Many people are confused because they start by compromising with that person. So they can't tell who this person is.
Yes.
The moment you cross some lines sexually, physically, you can't tell whether they have any capacity for loyalty. Loyalty comes from chastity, ability to be sexually disciplined, to delay gratification. Are they doing it? No, they're indulging all over here. And you, instead of taking time to study, you jumped in. Thinking it's a favor you are being done or something. It's a bribe. So that you can be your eyes are closed.
Yeah.
This man exploded online without realizing that he was dealing with a woman who had the capacity to expose him to the worst, to show him as if he's weak.
Yeah.
Another guy recorded an Uber driver bragging how he cheats with one of his customers, who comes to his house because the husband, I don't know, is drunkard, sometimes he's absent-minded. This guy is not of that level. He's not of the level of those people. These are people with their homes and all that.
Yeah.
And he thinks he's winning, he's enjoying. And the Bible says it's only a short while before an arrow is pierced through your lungs, through your liver. It's only a matter of time. Just like you wouldn't scoop fire into your laps and expect not to be burnt. Stop scooping men's wives into your laps and expect to get away with it.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, look at how blindsided men become. This is a very toxic person, and they're threatening your life, thinking you're having fun.
Yeah.
These love triangles kill.
They kill. They do.
And even if people are arrested, you are dead.
Yeah.
So we are saying the second thing to get a man to open up is when he knows you got his back, especially towards the sides of him that he wouldn't want to show the world, that he has no money now. Right now things are not perfect. And I know people have done this and gotten betrayed. We are not discussing these people who, when they change on you, you should also change.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. People always get so confused when you talk about good men and how they should be treated, because they think you're saying we should be breaking our backs for men who don't care.
No. When a man, is honest, because his journey will have ups and downs.
Yeah.
There are times you guys have to get a credit here, facility there, lie low here, act like you're okay, it's navigate. And in another show, I'll be showing you how every functioning couple must have that kind of regularity of catch-up, where they're not just talking in the sitting room.
Yeah. Yeah.
We are saying be his cover-up, backup towards the side that is vulnerable, towards the times that are not good, towards the things that he's still trying to master, trying to learn. even going as far as knowing what he has struggled with over the years, like a father wound. Many men have it, but they can't tell the world.
Oh. And maybe even they don't know that they have it.
They don't have a name for it.
Yeah.
But they get triggered or they overcompensate whenever there's a man who looks like a dad.
Yeah.
They help him too much, bring him over here, take him to hospital, pay bills. Until you can see this man is trying to do what he would have done to his father.
I think also there are men who spoil their children and they are overcompensating for
The way-
neglect.
Yes.
Yeah.
The way they were neglected themselves.
Yeah.
And you can see there's an unresolved parent wound. And if you don't resolve it, you can explain it to him. If you don't stop transferring, being emotional with our children, you will damage them.
Yeah. Yeah.
They will learn that you are vulnerable and you can't say no.
Yes.
They will learn that you can't limit.
Yeah.
And if I speak one voice, you speak the other one, they will manipulate the situation. They will always come to you.
Yeah.
They will always talk to you because they think you're more permissive. Could it be possible you felt too restricted? That's why you're being too permissive. If you can be, that person will help him understand that angle.
Yeah.
Because many of them end up fathering employees, becoming a father to everybody.
Yeah. Oh,
They
yes.
mentor these, give too much, understand too much, can't even say no, can't fire non-performers,
Yeah.
arrogant, entitled people.
Yeah.
They continue struggling with the poor performance and they cannot take responsibility to change the situation because they think, what if I hurt them? What if I hurt them? What if I hurt them?
Yeah.
You know? So that side of men, you don't want the world to see it first.
Okay.
There are men who have a very bad tendency. If they touch alcohol, they go too far every day. They touch it, they won't stop.
Yeah.
So you can help him stay on track. You guys go to places where guys are sipping wine. Him, he knows if he sips it, he'll go all the way.
Yeah.
And we said good friends don't insist.
Yeah.
When
yeah.
you're a friend with a person, don't insist for them to take what they don't want to take.
Yeah, please. We need to just normalize people not taking alcohol.
If they're not, some people can just take a glass of wine and go home.
Yeah.
There's no big issue.
Yeah.
Others, no. You know, wine has more alcohol than beer.
Yeah.
Usually it's at almost 18%. The normal beer has 7 and 1.
Yeah.
Less than half of what this wine has.
Yeah.
So for some people, it's not wine. It's that other thing
Yeah.
that triggers. You know? If you see them saying champagne or juice, whatever, don't harass them.
Yeah.
You don't know where they're coming from. So be that wife who they can ask for backup. They can say, just cover up me up there. Let me
Yeah.
do ABCD. Yes.
I think the thing that a lot of women struggle with is repeated mistakes. Let me call them mistakes.
Yes.
When I asked you to do something and you keep forgetting. And so many women struggle to just let it go.
Let's also emphasize that whoever wants friends must himself be friendly, the Bible says. If you want your wife to be your friend, to be that confident, be that as well. Put genuine effort. Like the way you are saying, if you disarrange clothes every time I arrange them, don't you acknowledge the effort I'm putting?
Maybe he says, well, I'm going to work, I have no time to...
No, pick, you can either pick this way
Yeah.
or pick careless. It's picking.
It's speaking. But maybe he tells himself, I'm providing for you, so...
That is what we are calling an arrogant attitude of thinking you're buying. There should be a kind of respect that doesn't think that way. There should be a kind of respect that says, even me. And men are emotional with their cars. If they have cleaned it and you dirtify it, they're emotional now.
Yeah.
So you can also say, I can also afford the cleaning. I'll pay for the cleaning.
Yeah.
That's not the attitude we live with.
Yeah.
Everybody has something they're particular with. For most men, is their car
Yes.
or their office, something that is personal to them.
Yes.
They're very particular. Then they also play golf. Their golf kit
Yes.
is well kept.
Yes.
This joke I saw where the house was on fire, the lady was trying to jump. But the man is down here saying, so stop before you jump, throw me the golf clubs. Honestly, go back to a burning house
Yeah.
to get me golf clubs.
Try. Please try. I know it's burning, but let's try.
You know?
Yeah.
Another guy was reporting the missing wife, and when they asked, oh, what was she wearing? I think blue skirt dress. I'm not sure. How tall? I think the details about the wife, he was skittish. But when it came to what she was driving,
he gives all the specs.
It was an Audi 2017 Q5 pearl white fitted with engine V6. This all. The police listened. No worries, sir. We'll help you find your car. So a lot of times, everybody has something they're particular with.
Yeah.
If your wife is particular with the cleanliness of the house, help her there.
Yeah.
Marriage is about evolving you. Don't say, I'm like this. This is how I am. No, say, I'm willing to work on that.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. I don't want to end before reminding you to get a copy of this book before you say I do. It's a wonderful read, whether you're getting married or whether you're still far away from there. It's very good for preparing yourself, and it comes at a very good price. You can find the details on the website www.benjaminzuluglobal.com. And also, you can make your order from anywhere you are around the world for this and all of Benjamin's books on the WhatsApp number +254 114 777 111. It's a very easy number to remember, and we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you all for watching. Bye.
This is the Benjamin Zulu Global. Welcome our viewers from all over the world to the home of the Heart Months. We're converging to learn together because when you know better, you can do better. And a better life is what we all want. Better work life, better family life, better personal.